Here we go.
All right, brother.
Hey,
here we go. We're going to continue. We're going to continue with the part 2 of the prologue of the book, and then we're going to continue. Yeah. We're going to continue all the way through the end. So
yeah,
if you haven't seen it, go back to yesterday's video to get the first.
But first I want to touch on something, man, because you know what I'm saying. I know you told me don't let them get under your skin and all this shit and all.
Well, why don't we do that last? We should do it last because
that idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll leave idiots. We'll leave idiots, but making idiots go last that makes them important.
No, it leaves them fucking last.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll do it your way. Okay.
Well, this way they can watch, series, and if they want to continue, they can continue. But we'll keep it with the book in the beginning, and then we'll talk shit at the end.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hey, I heard from Mike. Mike's a cool guy, man.
He is really cool. Yeah, Mike's cool. Down to earth.
Fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? I know someone else would be busting our balls. You know what I'm saying? Talking crazy shit, but he's fucking. Yeah, man. Good guy, solid guy. You know what I mean? And we're gonna make it happen. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? All right, going on with the prologue from the book. I started. We didn't finish it in the last video. Of why all this shit was going on. What did this fucking guy do that that he was that he got his ass whooped so bad? You commented to me more or less of what he did and whose house they were going into and all that shit. You know what I mean? How stupid was he?
Well, obviously he was fucking pretty fucking stupid. He owed Dick, I found out later, owed some money to some, I don't know, I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 50,000 or more.
Right. For bets or for what?
Loans, or who knows? When you owe that much money all the time, you're probably a fucking degenerate gambler. More than likely, he's a degenerate fucking gambler. I don't know.
Right.
But they were on to his ass about paying that at first.
Okay.
So they were gonna throw him a fucking beating anyway.
Right.
And he got into his fucking a bright idea of his. He's going to go rob fucking Anthony Gadgie's house. Now, Anthony Gadgie, he was the capo of the Gambinos at the time, and he had a summer house down here. He was from New York. He'd come down, and they all had summer houses down here. So my dad was going to do the painting. They fucking paint for no reason. I'm moving down, paint, get a fresh coat.
It's just like here.
Yeah, just fucking over there. They don't paint it all over there, barely, do they?
No, they paint everything here. Once October comes around, everybody's painting because they want to receive the new year and everything. Everybody getting the house ready for Christmas, inside and out. They paint everything.
I'll tell you, another guy did that. What was his name? The Jew, Meyer Lansky. Lansky. He was a fucking nut job. He was a clean freak.
Okay.
We go over there and pressure. My dad would drop us off. We were kids. I mean, kids, 10, 11.
Right.
My brother, pressure cleaning the house, not doing anything, really, just rinsing it down. And he'd come around in his fucking robe on and check it out with his poodle. And he was a clean fucking freak. But back to Anthony Gadgie, he had his summer home. And I remember going with my dad. We looked at it and just walked around real quick. And my dad would always kind of insinuate that he wouldn't say, "Hey, this guy's the capo." No, it wasn't lessons like that. Later on, I figured out.
Right.
But he'd insinuate this guy's important, and I knew, something wasn't right.
Yeah, you get the feel. And the way people treat him and stuff.
When you talk about this guy like that, but you don't talk about anybody else, I do. Wait a minute, these guys are different than everyone else for some reason.
Right.
So anyway, we went over there real quick, and come to find out that my dad's going to paint it for him. So at the same time, he needed some electrical work done inside the house. Right?
Okay.
So while my dad's guys were over there painting, fucking Dick had to go over there and do some electrical work. All right. So now there's no one in the house. So some guys are painting, some guys are over there doing some electrical work. Now, Dick, in his infinite fucking wisdom, figures that he's going to go and rob this guy because he had some expensive paintings and some shit in the house.
Right.
So he tells a bunch of fucking lowlifes how to rob this house. Right. So he puts the word out to two people, hey, rob the house, blah, blah, blah. We'll whack it up. Because Dick's hurting for money. Well, these two idiots go and rob the house, and Anthony Gadji and his wife were there, and they weren't supposed to be there. No one was supposed to be home.
Oh.
So they run into this guy. I think they even threw Gadji a beating. They threw him a beating or something like that.
Oh, man.
In front of his fucking wife, right? Now, only two people knew that about this house. My dad was one of them. Dad was one of them. And fucking Dick Byron. So after it went down, obviously my dad gets the first call and figure, you know, hey, we did feel him out. He's like, what the fuck? You out of your mind? You're fucking out of your mind. And all fingers going to point back at Dick. Number one, he owes a bunch of money. And he's just a fucking degenerate. And he was the only other person that knew about it, right? That this house, that no one was supposed to be there. It's supposed to be empty.
Right.
So they don't jump the gun right away. They're looking for the people that robbed the house. It wasn't Dick, but there was two guys. And they find the two guys. They find the two guys. And the two guys give up Dick easily. Nothing happens to the guys. Nothing happens to the two guys.
Wow. Yeah, because they didn't know who it was.
They had no fucking clue, right?
Right.
They said, well, they keep it quiet. You know, like a fucking blowover. Otherwise, Dick would have fucking hauled ass. They kept it quiet. And that was the real reason for the beating.
Wow.
That was the real reason behind the beating. However, because the beating was a little, what do you call it? It was over the top. It was a little bit much for what it was. Right? He owed money. Fucking beat him good. But in his mind, they were beating him for the loan, for the money he owed.
Right. Yeah. He didn't know what the hell was being.
He's thinking it's the fucking money. You owe the money. Pay the money. Right. So he's thinking, and he's relaxed. He got a beating. And you know, it's funny when guys get a beating. I noticed this. Once guys get a beating, they kind of relax because they think they bought time.
Exactly.
They buy some time. Oh, fucking, my tooth's are coming out. My eyeballs hanging. At least
I'm good for 2 weeks.
Right. So he bought some time and fucking bought a beating. And so they find out it was fucking Dick Byron. So what do? Gadji wants to be in on this, and normally it wouldn't happen.
Okay,
this is the capital. He doesn't want to be nowhere near this shit. Right. When someone's going to get whacked, they don't want to. You go do the fucking job, but he wants to be in on it. Oh. So they concoct an idea. Listen, they call Dick and they tell him, hey, we got this a job, a nice fucking electrical job. It's worth 50 grand, whatever. It was a big number. And they're from out of town. And if they could meet him at a hotel and talk about
the details.
Dick's over there all happy. I think he's sitting at the Moose Club. He's happy. He's a pig and shit. He's talking to the barmaid, telling her, he's got money coming in. He was walking into a fucking trap. So, someone commented yesterday about Roy DeMeo. So Gadji hooks up with DeMeo and Tony Plate.
Wow.
And they're going to whack him right there in the hotel room. So he goes, knocks on the door, goes to the hotel room.
Right.
And he's fucking greeted by Gadji, Tony Plate, Roy DeMeo.
And DeMeo, yeah.
Right. So they shoot him and they drag him into the shower and they're starting to cut him up, right? They're chopping him up. And they're in the middle of chopping him up. I think they were cutting his head off. They were starting to cut his fucking head off. And I think it was a construction crew that was outside doing something back and forth.
Right.
And they're like, listen, we got to get the fuck out of here. So they just hauled ass in the middle of, chopping the guy up. And then later on, I think it was the maids. The maids found them.
And it came out in the news and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing really happened after that.
No one got caught
or anything like that.
Nobody got caught on that.
Wow. Well, didn't this idiot fucking catch on, man? If you're talking to me about a big job, electrical job, and then they're gonna fucking tell me to meet someone at a hotel to talk about the fucking electrical job. That shit's not right. Meet me at the fucking job site.
Well, the thing was, the thing was that they were from out of town. I don't know what the story was.
But still, the job was there, right?
I don't know if it was a future job or if it was something coming up, or they just wanted to talk to him. I don't know. Listen, these guys are good bullshitters. They sold them a good one. Maybe they're in town.
Yeah, and plus he was money hungry, and he was like all he thought about was the big number.
50 fucking grand. Listen, we were referred to you. You know, you got a good name. It's 50,000. We're going to be in town for a couple of days. Could you meet us at our hotel room? Oh yeah, sure. You know, easy.
Wow.
And boom, walked right into that shit.
Wow. What a fucking fool. What a fool. You know. And so, then how did you find out afterwards?
I came home from school one day, and I was and I heard my mom crying in the house. I heard her crying. So her door was open. She's on the phone. I mean, she's crying, and I'm tiptoeing to find out, you know, what, you know, fucking nosy motherfucker. And I hear her say they cut his head off. They cut his head. I'm like, what the fuck? They cut his head off. What are they? And then she said, poor Dick. And I was like, oh shit. And then I started thinking,
two and two together.
My dad said, he told me this ain't over. This ain't over yet. And I was like, wait a minute.
Wow.
This ain't over. And I tiptoed to my fucking room, and I was like, oh God.
Wow.
Now that's when it hit me. The beating in the bathroom, that was like, you know, surprised, scared. But when it hit me, when they said, because first thing I thought of was it Tony who cut his head off?
Right.
The only one I knew was Tony Plate.
Right.
You know, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, this guy's a friend of our family. He gives me piggyback rides and shit. And now this guy's head got cut off. So the first person I thought of right away was fucking Tony Plate. I was like, oh my God. What the fuck is going on here?
Wow, man. It's just like, it's incredible, kid. It's incredible. And then how did you feel after that? You were like, I mean, during the beating, you were scared. You didn't know how to feel.
You didn't know how to feel because it's just a fight, really.
Now it went to the extreme that even grown-ups are fucking shocked. How did you fucking feel at that fucking moment?
That was like, I don't even know how to say how I felt. I wasn't scared. Maybe it was scared, but it was like who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
Right.
Someone I thought was a friend. Did he do this? To cut someone's head off?
That's crazy.
You know, and I'm like, wow, your whole world turns upside down because it isn't what you thought it was.
Right.
Fighting's one thing. All right, two guys got in a fight. Yeah, all right.
It's different.
And the funny thing was, after they fought, they had a fucking drink. They sat down at the bar and joked about it.
Oh my God.
Having fucking beers. Hey, you got blood on me, you fucking cocksucker. And buddied him up, right? You know, you know what it is. Fucking one for Dick. You know, have a drink. One round for Dick. It's on us. That's how they do it. Fucking throw him a beat and have a fucking drink and laugh about it. It is what it is. Crazy. So I was like, not a big deal. You know, they laugh and he's laughing. Everyone's fucking smiling. And then, wait a minute. This fucking shit happened? Oh, God.
It's crazy. You know, now we're talking about this. A story comes to my mind from back in the day. You remember Old School that we met in Cartagena, my friend that you meet once when you come? His dad was big time over there in the States. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about huge. Okay. One time, one of his associates, his house got not raided, because raid is when a police it's not like one of these, like a home invasion, right? One of his people that used to work with him, they got the tip that, you know, that's where they were stashing shit away. Effectively, that's where it was.
Oh, lost you.
Hold on. That's me fucking around with this thing. Okay. And effectively, they home invaded the guy's house, and they took I don't know how many bricks they took. Can you hear me? Because I see this thing.
Yeah.
Is okay. All right. It's just adjusting. All right. I don't know how many bricks they took and everything, but one thing that these guys did when they home invaded the house, the guy was alone with his wife. You know what I'm saying? They tied the guy up, right? And they grabbed his wife and they raped his wife in front of him.
Oh my God.
But that's not the funny part. Because, you know, any sick mind, whatever, you know, they raped his fucking wife came.
Oh my Whoa. And she didn't keep it in. She didn't like bite her lips.
Like, oh. And this motherfucker, like, you know, he was so that he didn't give a fuck about what they had taken. He was like, this bitch came.
Oh my, that's a freaky bitch.
You know what I'm saying? And all this shit. And then they were trying to find out where the fuck all this shit was coming from, blah, blah, blah. Then nobody fucking knew. What happens? They move everything about our friend's dad didn't move because, you know what I'm saying? They hit our friend's dad, they hit him. They hit his house the next time around.
Right.
Obviously, in his house, there's no dope, but there was money. They tied everybody. I remember this guy's little brothers, they were small. His wife, nothing happened, but they tied everybody up and they took almost, I think it was like about 700,000, 800,000 in cash. Right. You know what I'm saying? They call me and then we start investigating. Who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You know who it turned out to be? His brother.
His own brother?
His brother, his ex-wife had a brother. In other words, his brother-in-law.
His brother-in-law
was a Mariel guy.
Uh-huh.
Cuban. And then he was locked up for many years. He got out, and that's what he would do: home invasions.
They all did it. All these Cubans down here.
So his brother was involved in. He told his wife, his brother-in-law, and it was all three of them: him, his wife, and his brother-in-law. They had the cruise, and that's how they knew exactly where everything was because the old man would talk in front of his kids.
Ah, shit.
You know what I'm saying? They all, you know, I mean. Obviously, the brother-in-law, he got disappeared. Okay, and they disowned the brother, and he went berserk. Nobody in the family, they had nothing to do with him. He's actually right now he's about to die because he's epileptic. And then now that you were here, I asked, hey, what happened with your? He goes, that piece of shit is in a fucking mental hospital. You know, he's about to die. He says at any moment he'll die. He's lived a life that lost.
What happened to the horny wife?
Oh, we never heard of them again. They got divorced. They got divorced.
Oh, that is too funny.
They got divorced, and you know, I remember his name was Simon. You know what I'm saying? And I would just look at it like, I feel sorry for the dude. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a shit about the breeze. He gave a shit about fucking wife came. Well, I guess that means you weren't doing that. You know, you weren't doing your job, man.
So bad.
You know what I'm saying?
That is so bad.
And then now with this shit that they're telling me about Dick and all them, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know a similar story, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
God, that is so bad.
Oh boy, but yeah, man. I mean, home invasions and shit like that and all that. It's just, you know, why? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just certain things that you don't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you know what? People, they don't have the brains to make the money, so they figure they'll just go and take it from someone else.
They just take it from someone else. You know what I'm saying? And they actually think that the person that's making it is stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If they're making it, they're not stupid.
Yeah, and then it's okay they have the philosophy that, listen, it's okay to be a criminal and to do dirty inside dirty. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do dirty and dirty. No, if you're fucking do this, you don't fucking do dirty on your friends. We're dirty already. But,
exactly.
Those guys, they think, all right, well, it's all part of the game. So
exactly.
If you're gonna do it, be ready to get jacked.
I had a friend, one of my main artists. Remember back in the day when I used to represent big artists, and he passed away already. He goes, you know how much discipline you need to be as crazy as I am? You know what I'm saying? He goes, I'm so fucking crazy, I gotta be disciplined.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's true. You know what I mean? You can't be within the fucking, you gotta know, you know what I mean? You can't. You gotta be straight within the crooked.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you know otherwise it's a fucking free-for-all.
Totally. Yeah, and, man, it's crazy.
The home invasion, carjacking, stealing from criminals. That's a certain class of people. You know, that's like there's people that rob houses for a living, right?
You can tell them in their eyes. You know
they're
what I'm
just
saying?
Scumbags.
Yeah, you can tell them.
I got a theory, philosophy. If you aren't intelligent enough to break into a house when there's nobody there, see, if you're stupid and you don't know how to get past the alarm system and you don't have to know how to do all that, you got to knock on the door and pull a gun. That's the easy way in without using your fucking head, right?
But
these old school fucking thieves, man, they could break in. You don't have to be home. You could be, look, sometimes they could tiptoe around the house while you're sleeping. That's no good. But
yeah,
you know, if you're not there, they get into the fucking house. They take everything. You don't even know anything's missing.
Yeah.
Until it's fucking gone. They break into the safe and they're out. Right.
Exactly.
Those were the real good guys back in the days. No one got hurt. You got robbed. Fuck it. Yeah. Now they just want to kick the door in when you're sleeping.
Yeah. They want to bust you in the head and all that. What kind of shit is
fucking
that?
Scumbag shit. Yeah. Scumbag shit.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Well, anyways, you know what I'm saying? But so that's what went on then with fucking Dick. That's why he got all fucked up. Wow. Well, he deserved it. Think about it. He fucking deserved it. I know you knew him and you know you liked him.
Oh no, like absolutely. Oh, he just fucking deserved it. He fucking deserved it. No doubt.
You know, because I know some guys that were fucking really good guys. Well, I'm not gonna go there. So I know someone that deserves it also.
He's fucking lucky they let him off that easy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, they put him out of his misery. They should just fucking let him live and every day that he would open his eyes, he would remember what he did, and that's why he's like that.
Well, they could have tortured the shit out of him. I'll tell you that. They could have tortured him good.
Yeah. Anyways, fuck. Listen, moving on, going on. I wanna on these damn comments, like I said at the beginning. I know you tell me don't fucking let them get under your skin and all that shit, but you're my fucking buddy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't listen to these fucking
man, these fucking dicks. That must be somebody sucking Franchise's dick or some shit like that. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know, because why so much fucking hate? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you know, that you witnessed what we said about the beating and all this shit at 5 years old. Who the fuck did you didn't ask to be? You were just fucking taking a leak.
I was taking a leak. Now, you know what I'm saying? One guy said a comment. He goes, he was 8, and the guy fucking
in front of him, 8 years old.
Face twice.
It's not, you know, and it wasn't like you were doing shit and all that, and then you know, and then the fucker goes on about that you weren't in the mob and all this shit. You've never said you've been in the mob. You never said that you've been made. You never. Were fucking you were your own man. You know what I'm saying?
People are stupid. I'm telling you, people are so
fucking idiot.
Stupid.
You tell him to get his fucking Franchise's dick out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? Anyone who when they go to make a comment, I check easy. They don't have an account, or they just created an account. They hide. They're they're keyboard warriors and they're a bunch of pussies. So you know.
Just like, you know, but it gets me. You know, I can't.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? They got these superstars out there. The Michael Franchise is a superstar with the big S on his chest. And you know, at least Sammy the Bull, but Sammy the Bull, like Sammy the Bull's done a lot of good takeaways. He admits he's cooperated. So there's not much you can say in that. He did. It is what it is, and he's already admitted it. He's owned it. Some of his stories we know that are bullshit, but I mean, he's got to make up stories, otherwise, there's no more content.
Right.
Stories over and over. You just can't.
Right.
So they run out.
Exactly.
But besides Sammy cooperating on those 37 people, it is what it is.
You say it like that. You say fucking just cooperate 37 people, but fuck.
He should. That's really the only thing. He says he cooperated. Wow. He says he only cooperated. He kind of aims it towards John Gotti. 37 more. Don't forget the other fucking 36 you took down.
That's a fucking big number, man. 37, bro. Damn. Yeah. Has he put up anything? No.
Nothing. I think Sammy really. If he did have a moment with God. Then anything you talk about, like glorifying the mob, is off. You can't do it. That's why this thing with Franchise is doesn't make any sense, because when you're a minister, you're not allowed to talk about this type of shit. You're not allowed, because you're glorifying a criminal activity. He's not there like trying to say it's no good. No, he sits there and he makes his big show and then turns around and says you're a Christian. Christians can't do that. See, I'm a Christian, but I'm not claiming none of this shit. I'm not claiming to be a minister. And, you know, I got my own beliefs anyway. Listen, I live the life. Why can't I talk about it?
Yeah, it's different. Religion to me, actually, religion, I think the important thing is for you to believe in God. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the important part. And then like religion, I see it like this. Like, for instance, you want to go to the airport, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to take I-75. I like to take I-95. Some people like to take the turnpike, but you're all leading to the same place.
We're all going to the airport. Right.
As long as you're not hurting anybody, it's your belief, it's your faith. Faith is, you know what I mean? And you love God over everything and respect it.
Yep.
That's it.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? That's it. That's all. That's the way I view it. You know, I a lot of times, you know, I hear how do you say, discussions or arguments within come on, man. That's not what God is about. God is about love. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And move forward. That's the way I vision it.
Yeah, so, there's a lot to religion that we don't know.
Right.
Because look, you got We'll go really fast one here. There's over I think 1 billion Muslims. 1 billion. All right. And some of them love God with all their heart and will blow themselves up for it. Blow themselves up because they believe what they read in their book is the truth. And in their heart, they're doing the right thing. We look at it like, well, you fucking sick motherfucker. But in their heart, reading their book, they're doing the right thing. So if you're God and you're up here and you're looking down at the Muslim who in his heart believes that he's doing the right thing for God and he's willing to sacrifice himself and blow himself up, you have to think, wow, this guy really loves me. Right? And then you got the Christians believe in Jesus, the Son of God, which I believe, and that all sins are forgiven through him. And then you got the Hindus, I don't know how they believe, but something with animals. And then you got God Almighty. How do we know he's not in charge of all three religions? And they all somehow
because he created all of us different.
And somehow we don't know, because we know what we know, which is written here on earth, but we don't know everything because there's a lot of things outside of our, you know, in the heavenly realm we don't know. It's possible that it all works together in some weird way.
Exactly.
You know, in the Bible, you got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then in the Muslims, you got Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. So from Abraham, Isaac, from Abraham, they go the other direction. Isaac and Ishmael, both from the father Abraham. So hold on a second. And those two are the ones fighting all the time.
Right.
How do we know that it's all meant to, and we just don't. All you can do is
just love what
you love. Pray for what you pray for, and believe what you believe. And listen, if you love God with all your heart and soul, no matter what, and you really do, you're gonna be judged on your love and your actions.
And do well.
But if you don't love God, then it doesn't matter what religion you're in. You're finished.
Totally.
Right? You're finished.
Totally. Yeah, man.
Well, speaking of God, I want a quick thing on the Ukraine that I noticed something the other day in some of the comments. I got one guy in the Ukraine sent some, I can't read it, but he sent a link to something in the Ukraine, and I think it showed some positions of some guys' battleships and shit like that. So I don't know what it is, but there are some people that are saying, look, and I believe this, we don't know what to believe.
This is true.
You know, we went 2 years of listening to this bullshit, and now we're over here listening about Putin doing this and that because whatever, right? And they're making it look like Putin's this wild man, and it does look like that. It does.
Right.
But how do we believe anything the fuck what they're telling us? Really, how do we believe anything they're telling us? Here's what got me the other day, really got me. Ukrainian president, and he's a tough son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. He's asking for these fighter planes, 3 fighter planes, okay? Mm-hmm. 3 little fucking planes. And at first I was like, okay, that makes sense. The US said, look, we don't want to allow these planes to get over there because we're afraid that it might make, basically they're saying, we don't want to get Putin angry.
Yeah, or they're violating since they're not NATO, they can't get involved or some shit like that. Maybe some bullshit
but it could have went straight from Poland. It could have went from Poland to the Ukraine. We didn't have to get involved, right? Right. You could have fucking given them someone else first, and then it could have been done. Right. But the reason the U.S. is they were afraid that Putin was gonna take it as an aggressive act, and that it would escalate the war. Okay.
Right. Right.
So then I said, all right, well, that makes sense. We don't want to give it to him because it could look like, we're even though we are giving them a shitload of weapons, this is an actual, they're calling it offensive because they can use the plane to bomb them, as opposed to defensive shit that still bombs them. They can take out tanks and shit. It's just a spin on how you look at it. But the key here was, what is the aggression that they're worried about? They're not, the aggression's not going to be towards the United States. So if Putin does get pissed off, what is he going to do? He's going to be pissed off at the Ukrainians. He'll bomb them more. Right. He may use chemical weapons. Yeah. Maybe he may do something against the Ukrainians. We're not worried about him doing something to us over here. That's off the table. It ain't gonna happen, because if he does, he's got a big problem. So the Ukrainians are sitting there basically saying, give us these planes and
defend ourselves. Yeah.
And defend ourselves. And if Putin gets pissed off and retaliates, so be it. We'll take it. We're willing to sacrifice him retaliating. Just give us the fucking planes. Who are we to sit there and sideline the Ukraine and say, you know what, we don't think it's good for you guys, if they're the ones asking for it? I'm just like, I'm sitting there, wait a minute. Who are we these are the guys on the field dying, right? Fighting their ass off. And we're going, you know what? It's not a good idea for you guys if we give you the planes, because you might get bombed more. And I'm like, and then some bitch the other night gets on TV, and listen, she's right in a way. One of the Democratic ladies, she goes, there's no way Ukraine can win. Now, I thought this in the beginning. I thought it was 3 days. I told you on the video here, 3 days, we're finished, right? And now it's been 20-something days. Now, either one, Putin's not hitting them with everything he's got, right? Which that's what I'm thinking, because look, those buildings could be flattened. Right. Or two, Ukraine's fucking better than everyone thinks. All right?
Right.
So she gets on TV yesterday and says, because they were asking about the airplanes. Yeah, how come you don't allow these, vote yes in favor of sending these airplanes over? She goes, we shouldn't give the Ukrainian people a false sense of hope that they have any chance. She says this shit. We shouldn't give them, we should let them know the reality is they cannot defeat Russia. There's now, maybe that's the truth. Maybe it is. But when the Ukrainians are asking for it, it doesn't matter what our truth is. If they want to fight to the very last person alive, that's on them. Let them fight to the last person until they fucking finally give up. If these guys, we should take a fucking page out of their book, because those motherfuckers are fighting.
Yep.
They're fucking fighting, right? Not like this bullshit we do over there in the sand. Kick the shit out of them, and once in a while they get lucky with some bullshit, right? No, these guys are fighting. So I think we should give them everything that we have. And
unless it seems like they want Russia to take Ukraine.
Aha. Fuck. Or they want this fucking war to last longer. Because imagine if it's over tomorrow. How much money is someone making right now?
Yeah. Yep.
You know how many people in the fucking up in Congress went and bought stocks prior to the invasion? Oh, let's buy stocks in this company, this company, this company. And what happens? War, boom, stocks go up. All the defense contracts, missiles, fucking every bomb they drop, $200,000 bomb.
Wow.
And fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
they
listen. I even put the last video we did. I put in subtitles in Ukrainian. So guys are on the battlefield watching.
Okay.
Fucking, but
have you been translating them?
It's an automatic button. Now, you believe that?
All I got to hit the button. I see. I have to teach you everything. See.
Yeah, it only took a year to figure that out. But again, we don't know. Yeah. You know, I'm over here rooting for the Ukraine when really we don't know. All we can do is go by the fucking horse.
Whatever they feed us, exactly.
And it's sad that we can't believe the fucking news. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, that's
there was a day where we used to look at it and go, "Oh, what they say? Yeah. Uh-oh, it was on the news. You better believe it." Now it's like
it's all controlled.
You can't believe what the fuck they're telling us.
Yeah, everything's controlled now. So you can't believe anything. You just gotta wait for the outcome. Gotta look out for ourselves. Yeah. Gotta figure out how to get people over here. That's it.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. That's the next subject.
We'll leave that one until you and I come to eye. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a good one. It's a good one to talk about. We don't have to agree on everything, motherfucker.
I just, like for instance, let's go through that comment that dude left.
Well, listen, the comment. He was. I believe he was right. He could have worded it differently. He could have worded it like he didn't have to throw in the negative shit. But for what he was saying, I agree with him. I agree a lot.
But I don't.
His delivery was shit. But the message, I believe, he was right.
You know, maybe on. Damn, I don't want to offend anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like.
You ain't gonna offend anybody. You're just saying, listen.
Narrow mind. I think that's a narrow mind. That's narrow because, like, I'm Colombian. Like I was telling you off camera, I'm Colombian. I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? Colombia, everybody knows what Colombia is known for, and everybody, blah, 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 blah. My daughter's here. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's here. I got a baby. You got a baby. And I'm in a position where we've talked in all these videos what my life has been over here and what this country's been through. And then I'm in the entertainment business also. And then there's been a lot of movements to put it in such a way with the major artists here in Colombia, where we want to start showing that Colombia is not just that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Colombia is way much more than drugs and bitches. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if I do that, I'm giving respect to our women. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's all types of women. There is that type of life. I'm not saying that it isn't. You know what I'm saying? Do we have access to it? Yes, we have access to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I want to sell. You know what I'm saying? That's not what not that I don't want, I don't want to sell it, but that's not the focus where I want to. Yeah, the trips come. Hey, you want a companion? Fine, I'll introduce you. No problem. You know what I'm saying? You want whatever to put up here, whatever hey, there you go, get it. You know what I'm saying? But the how do you say the target of the trips and stuff, that's not the focus that I would like. I'd like to show the deserts. I'd like to show the rainforest. I'd like to show the oceans, the jet skis, the how do you call it, the dune buggies that we could do in the deserts, show the coffee fields, show the plant, all kinds of other shit, all cultural shit that Colombia has to offer everybody. Colombia is a very rich country, very rich, and that's a very beautiful country. And there's so much culture here. Well, there's so much culture here that we can show the world. You know what I'm saying? Try to trigger it away from what Colombia is known for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that's what triggers people. Oh, the bitches and this and and the Pablos and all. Yeah, okay, but there's much more to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, if that's what when they want to come and like, I can say like this, when they email us and then okay, this is what we're interested in. Okay, we can accommodate. You know what I'm saying? There's so many companies here now there's so many companies, and we're in such a strategic position on Earth for South America, Central America, North America, and Europe for business. A friend of mine, I was telling you, fucking big dude. Big dude. He goes, you guys are onto something. And in the place that we're at right now, and how much this part of the country is growing, you can for investors, show them, invite them, bring them. You know what I'm saying? Show them there's so much commerce here. This thing is blowing up in a way that you cannot imagine. You never know where the, how do you call it, the pot of gold might be. You know what I'm saying? Just because don't close yourself to, you know, don't close yourself just to the narrowness. Think about the world, man. You got to think big.
I see where you're getting, and
you know,
look, if I could, I would. In a perfect world, you're right.
I know.
But the world we ain't even close to fucking perfect. That's number one.
I know that.
Number two is, if you want to get to the top of the mountain, you got to start. You got to
start. Exactly.
The only way to get up is to get a shitload of people in. So if you had to bet, let's talk about this. If you had to bet your life right now, just your life, what would be the fastest way for you to get people to come on the trip? Would it be 1, sightseeing, or 2, girls and yayo? Your life's on the line.
Depends how you present it.
Your life's on the line.
Depends how you present it.
No, you're gonna present it the same way. You're gonna all the luxury, everything's the same, but one, you can have all the sightseeing and everything's the same on this side. The only addition on this other side is we're included beautiful girls and some party material. So which one is going to be successful first? Because there's 3 things in this world.
Okay.
Music.
Yeah. But wait a minute. But there's
girls and the yayo.
All right, but but
not for us, but the people. That's what it is.
It all depends on. I mean, how far do you want to get? I mean, what do you call successful?
Well, I'm just saying, you're trying to get to the top of the mountain. How are you going to get there the fastest? Your way, with all your sightseeing and all the nice stuff you want to do. And I'm going to take your same model. Listen, I'm taking your same model.
But I can use that. I can, trust me, with that model, I can reach way more than just, because the world is coming. The yayo and all that shit is closing in.
Yeah,
it's closing in.
I'm talking about now, though, not the world's
right now.
I'm talking about right now.
Colombia's in a different. It's in a whole different nature right now.
Okay, so my
Trust
question
me. That's what I'm trying to get out there.
My question was, your okay, the platform you have, right? I'm taking your same thing you're doing, same thing. And I'm going to copy it.
Okay.
But mine, I'm adding girls and the other stuff. I'm adding that to my trip.
I think I have more. Now, wait a minute. You're saying that you're adding the girls. I'm not saying that we're going to take it away from mine. I'm saying the focus won't be just that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We know, you know, and I'd be ignorant to say, no, scratch, 0. No, I know. I know it's, you know, that, you know, people are curious no matter what. Bachelor parties. Well, there's someone that I know that has this company over here now. They're here right now, fucking making a killing. You know what I'm saying? He's got a bachelor party and the bachelorette. The husband and the wife, they came to do all their shit here.
Right.
They're $5,000. Shit. They just flew. Nah, they're talking about, like, I think they charge like $50,000 a piece. And you know what I'm saying? It's not, and you know, yeah, there's the little strippers, there's the little thing, there's, you know what I'm saying? But it's not, the focus is not that. It's just everything around it. I can show you pictures of what they've been doing.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, but there's a couple things you got to look at our demographic, which is the age group of who watches us. They're 30s, mostly 30s and 40s, right? And younger.
Right.
And now the women have jumped tenfold for whatever reason. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's fucking you. with your glasses. All right, but we were at 2%.
No, you shaved. That's what it was. You started shaving. That's what it. That's what it is.
30. We got 30% women followers, and they're asking what type of trip do we do?
Well, let
something different for them. Anyway.
Well, let's let the subscribers,
right. Let them.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We opened up a debate.
If you had the money, okay, forget the subscribers. If you had the money, pretend for a minute you got fantasy money. What type of trip would you like to go on? Would you like to go on one with me?
I don't want to go just fuck that.
Hold on. One is going to be me and Carlos, and is going to be, sorry, but I have to say it, girls and party material.
Listen.
All right. And that's the focus. That's the focus.
Okay.
But while you're here, if you want to go look at the fucking mud bath at the volcano and over to the beach that, I've seen better beaches, but if you want to go sightseeing and shit like that, it's here, it's available.
It's culture.
But more than likely you'll be too busy doing something else. That's my business model. Second business model would be Carlos's, which is the same thing. It's me and him. You got your stories and all that, but the focus is not having coming here for a hell of a party. It's more of what's the focus?
Cultural.
There we go. So maybe you want to come here and go to the beach, and you want to go to the old city. You want to go to the volcano. You want to go to the whatever.
But that's all the lame shit. I'm talking about, other shit. You know what I'm saying? Go out and go up to the deserts, doom buggies, go out to the mountains. You know what I'm saying? Do different shit that they won't see in their countries. You know what I mean?
Right. So if you have the choice and you got $5,000, so pretend everyone's got the money. Which one we want you guys to put on the comments? Which one you going to go on? The one I suggest or the one he suggested? Okay. And then there's the third option. No, there is no third option right now. That'll just confuse things.
Okay. I mean, right. It's how can I say it? It's just a vision that I have.
No, yeah. Listen, the vision, I get the vision, but I believe you've got to go. I believe in order to get there,
step by step.
You got to take the route that's most open and the most that most people want right now is the one I'm talking about.
We can. Well, we'll talk about that off camera.
Hey, and one more thing I was thinking, Carlos. Mexico, Cancun.
We're cheap.
Something I was thinking that, Colombia has that, people, they're afraid, nothing wrong with Colombia, but it's got that stigma, and people are still a little kind of, hesitant because it's Colombia. If we do the same thing in Cancun, and we wouldn't have half the problems in Cancun anyway, with the hotels and shit like that, you get an airfare, hotel, everything in one shot, package, right?
Right.
And then down that strip, it's like South Beach times fucking what? Times 10? It's one long strip.
Yeah, it's kind of long, yeah.
It's fucking one long strip of clubs and restaurants and shit like that. And people are familiar with Mexico. It's Cancun, not Mexico, but Cancun's it's like you're going to Miami almost.
Right.
I'm wondering, would people prefer to go to Cancun and meet me and you there, or Colombia? Because you can go to Mexico, right?
Yeah.
You can go to Mexico.
Yeah.
So that's another question for the people watching. What would you prefer? If you could go to a trip, would you feel more comfortable going to Colombia and we're basically doing the same shit, doesn't matter where we're at, or Cancun, Mexico?
Or let us know what countries.
Yeah, motherfuckers, we're gonna have people saying, come to the UK. That,
No, it's got to be on our end. Okay. We can do the Punta Cana, DR. They got packages there also.
DR. Oof, God.
Punta Cana. You never been there?
No. I went to DR once. That was enough for me.
How long ago?
I was 16.
Nah, gotta go now.
Yeah.
I was there a year and a half ago.
They still stealing the fucking manholes out of the road?
No. Trust me.
Yeah.
I would Punta Cana. They got the same packages as to Cancun. But look it up. Resorts in Jamaica.
No.
Montego Bay, Ocho Rios and shit like
nope.
that.
Nope. Ooh, nope.
Why? What experience?
Listen, I mean, count me out.
The Jamaica, nah. But you go to the resorts, shit.
Not me.
You know where else we can go?
But
Aruba, Curacao.
Aruba, that's not a bad. That girl went missing in Aruba, but I'll be okay.
No, that's 15 minutes away from here.
Is it? What language they speak? Arubian?
Papamentos.
What is that? Indian?
No, that's from Holland. What do you call it? Netherlands. Yeah, Papamentos.
Aruba. Okay.
Curacao.
Curacao.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
Right
off the coast of Venezuela.
What are the laws over there?
It's Netherlands law.
Shit, that's everything fucking goes.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
Nice.
You can do stuff like that. You know what I mean? See, you getting my
good.
drift.
That's good.
See, you're getting my drift. We got shit to offer.
But
see what I mean?
You just left Colombia. You just left.
It doesn't matter. But it shows. You know what I'm saying? The same shit that we're showing over there, we can show here. I mean, Colombia has some beautiful. San Andres is Colombia, and it's got the 7 color seats, oceans, and everything. You know what I'm saying? The other side over here, we didn't go to Santa Marta because everybody was fucking hungover. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The ocean's beautiful, white sand, everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But hold on, this is my artist. Hold on a second. Give me a second.
All right.
Am I big?
I'm getting a fucking sunburn.
Yo, papi, déjame, ya te llamo, que estoy en una reunioncita aquí en video. Ya te marco enseguida. Ya termino como en 5 minutos. ¿Ok? Dale. Ya te marco. Bueno. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't sleep. He's got a big show tomorrow.
Yeah, you got butterflies.
Yeah. So we'll see. Everything will work out. But you know what I mean? There's plenty places here that people don't like.
All right. Well, we'll leave it up to the viewers. So you got the 2 options of, how they'd like the trip to go. We got my version and got Carlos's version. The other one is what I think.
But your version is just, what was it you told me? Okay. I think you wrote that to me. I think I don't remember. You know what I'm saying?
What was it?
All the sightseeing they want to see is just a butthole, a butt in the face, 24/7. I go. I think they want to see a little bit more than that.
Well, you gotta. These people. This is what these people are coming. A lot of these are younger kids.
Yeah, and they want to party, and
they haven't seen a lot. And listen, a lot of them are couch potatoes. These guys sit in the fucking computer. Not doing anything. We know a couple that came with us. That
come over here and they're going to go all that fucking way and come over here and lock themselves up in the fucking house too.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to do. Surrounded by girls. I mean, that's what they want.
I mean, to each his own. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I think
for me and you, it's different because we've already had it.
Yeah.
That's part of was part of the everyday life. That to us, it's nothing. To them, that's a fucking fantasy.
I was gonna tell you that a little while ago that you said about going to the UK and all. I've been to Paris. I've been to Italy. I've been all over this fucking place. Well, ask me something about all these countries that I visited in my time.
Like what?
Do you remember? Did you go to this street? They go, I don't fucking know. I was drunk.
You were?
I don't know. I was fucked up. You know what I mean? I was drunk on all these fucking trips. And now I'm like, shit, I'm going to start, you know what I mean?
Well, hold on a second. Whoa, wait a minute. So you were actually doing the model that I was just proposing.
Yeah, and I was drunk.
Right. Why?
Yeah.
Because what you wanted to do.
I was away. I was with my band, traveling with my band.
Listen, you were drunk.
You know what I'm
saying?
Else
were you drunk on?
Yeah.
What else was there?
No, just drunk. Drunk and music.
And what else? No ladies?
Obviously, but that's but that's why I gotta make the change. You know what I'm saying? I gotta.
Well, why don't you make the change? Someone else's life.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, you're trying.
That's what I'm trying to open guys out. Don't make the same mistakes that we've made.
You only know it's a mistake once you do it.
But at least we can try. If I save and I open at least one person's eyes, I've done a great deal. I've done good. I've done well. Gotta love you.
Oh shit. We got Pastor Carlos over here.
There you go.
Pastor Carlos. I'm calling Mike. I'm calling Michael Francis on you.
We got to talk about him too.
Oh, he's in bad.
We'll do. Yeah, we'll do. That one we'll talk about off camera. You know what I mean? All right. All right, my friend.
All right, brother. Well,
I'm
if you want to go on Carlos's trip, send him an email at Mafia Made Colombia. Okay.
Okay.
At Gmail. And if you want to go with, Carlos will be there, and I'll listen. The only problem you'll have is which girl you don't want to go with.
Yeah.
That's a horrible fucking decision to make.
Yep.
Well, it is what it is. So.
Okay.
And then for the girls that want to go, we would definitely
listen. That'll open that up also for the women, because the women probably think the guys are just coming over here and they want to be with bitches and hoes and shit like that. You know what I mean?
A girl sent me a long email saying I'd like to go, blah blah blah. Obviously, I won't want to go to strip clubs and cool. Okay,
see, now I'm opening up markets. See what I mean?
Okay, good. So you can open up the market for the girls.
I'll stick with the women.
You stick with the women. I'll stick with the guys getting the women. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. But anyway, the price of the girls' trip would be a lot cheaper.
That's no problem.
Be a lot cheaper. They'd save a lot of money, girls.
That's no problem.
Because they're not,
Oh, well, yeah.
That's a good savings, trust me.
Yeah. Gosh, it gets expensive too.
It sure does.
Especially blue top with the glasses.
Ooh.
Yo, that I'm gonna use. I was thinking about.
You want her number? I got her number.
No, because we're setting up after Carnival. We're gonna set up to we're gonna do a new video. And I'm thinking, I'm looking for a model. I go like model. I had somebody. I like, that's right, blue top.
You remember when he called her?
I don't remember. What was he called
her? He goes, it's a fucking human jukebox. She knew every.
Oh, she knew every fucking song. Yeah, I remember that. She knows every fucking song. She's a jukebox.
007. She's a human jukebox. She knew every song, fucking every word. I was like, God, what does she do? Sit home and fucking listen to music all day?
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh, man. They sure all check in, man. We haven't heard from them. Let's see what they're up to. Okay.
All right. So we got 007. We got Australia. We got Mexico.
Tequila.
We got GQ. And what was the last one?
The one that's it. That's all four of them, no?
Oh, it was. That's right. My bad.
Four. Okay.
007, Australia, GQ, and
Tequila.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys.
Be good. I'll hit you up in a little while. All right. Let me call this kid back, see what he wants. All right.
All right, brother. Later.
Bye-bye.